What theological frameworks integrate faith and modern science? Imagine a world where faith and science are not rivals but partners in understanding life and the universe. That's what some faith traditions aim for. They see no reason why spiritual beliefs and scientific discoveries can't work together. This approach is especially important when thinking about LGBTQ+ identities and spirituality. Many frameworks show how faith can evolve alongside new scientific knowledge. One such approach is the science-theology dialogue framework. It treats science and faith as two sides of the same coin. Science helps us understand how the natural world works, including human biology and gender. Faith gives us meaning, purpose, and moral guidance. When communities embrace this, they see LGBTQ+ identities as part of God's creation, not something to fear or reject. This encourages a more inclusive spiritual life that respects scientific facts about gender and sexuality. Process theology is another way to connect faith and science. It views God and creation as constantly changing and growing. This idea matches well with scientific understanding that everything is in flux. It allows for flexible ideas about identity and spirituality. LGBTQ+ people are seen as part of the ongoing creative process. Instead of fixed categories, this view celebrates becoming and transformation, making space for diverse sexualities and gender expressions. Queer theology takes a more direct approach. It challenges traditional ideas about gender and sexuality in religion. Queer theology reinterprets scripture through the lens of LGBTQ+ experiences. It often draws from liberation theology, which fights for justice and equality. Scientific research shows that sexual orientation and gender identity are natural variations. Queer theology uses this knowledge to affirm the sacredness of all identities, enriching spiritual reflection and community care. Liberation theology and intersectional approaches focus on social justice. They highlight the lived experiences of marginalized groups, including LGBTQ+ individuals. These frameworks combine scientific insights about human diversity with a call for fairness and inclusion. They push for communities where everyone can be their true selves without fear of rejection. This creates a faith environment that values both spiritual truths and scientific facts, helping LGBTQ+ people feel accepted and loved. Practically, these frameworks inspire many actions. Faith communities can create inclusive worship services that honor different gender identities and sexual orientations. They can also study scientific research on gender and sexuality to develop compassionate teachings. Reinterpreting scriptures to move beyond old stereotypes helps make religion more welcoming. Supporting LGBTQ+ individuals in exploring their faith and identity through education that combines theology and science is another key step. All these approaches show that faith and science do not have to be at odds. They can work together to build a more inclusive, understanding, and truthful spiritual life. When we embrace this, we open the door to a faith that respects scientific discoveries and affirms the dignity of every person, no matter their gender or sexuality.